Here's a baby. We're going to write a story about it. Would you write a story about a good baby or a bad baby? Of course, because good babies just sit in the cot and gurgle happily, cry every now and again, but don't do anything bad. Bad babies jump out of the cot, out of the window, and run down the street where they can get into trouble. And probably the worst thing, one of the worst things is that they come to a busy road and see an ice cream van on the other side. Now, if you were writing this story, what would you expect, well, if you're reading the story, what would you expect is going to happen when the baby crawls out onto the road? Yes.
He's going to get hit by a car and his guts will come out of his mouth.
It's going to get run over by a car. That's what I expect. But when I'm writing it, I'd think, what's even worse than getting run over by a car?
Getting run over by a car holding scissors.
By a car that's where the driver's holding a pair of scissors. Or they've got a pair of scissors mounted on the front of the car and they spear you and then the car runs over you. Good. What's worse than getting run over by a car with scissors on the front? Yes. A plane is flying low over the road and you get sucked into the engine. Okay, that's worse than getting run over by a car. What's worse than that?
He misses all the cars and finds an atomic bomb in his ice cream.
Yeah. You've just rushed this story forward to the climax, haven't you? That would be pretty bad, but what's worse than getting run over? They sucked into a plane's engines. Yes?
Maybe getting run over by a truck.
Yeah, a truck. Yeah, or hit by a fridge, thrown by your mother. I think we all... One more, yes.
Squished by a dinosaur.
Squished by... Maybe. But let's see. The baby crawls out onto the road. This is how I would write that story. The baby crawls out onto the road, narrowly avoids getting hit by a car, narrowly avoids getting hit by a car with a pair of scissors on the front, narrowly avoids getting sucked into a plane engine, narrowly avoids getting run over by a truck full of refrigerators driven by his mother, thank you, and makes it safely across to the other side, and it would say, phew, that was a dangerous road, and then a little old lady in a motorised wheelchair. You bring the danger in from where the reader's not expecting the danger to come from. Then I would think, what's even worse than all of those things, and one person down here has already guessed, Godzilla is coming down the street towards it. Now at this point, I need a... I could say anything here. I need a person to... I need to take their head off and use it as a bowling ball. Okay, you can come up. Now, have you been drinking? I'd like you to be a microphone stand. Do you think you can do that? A bit closer. A bit further away. Closer. 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 Oh. Too close. Okay. All right. Now, here's what would happen if we saw the baby coming towards the dinosaur. You've pretty much figured out what was going to happen. It's going to get stomped. It's going to get picked up. It's going to get put in the dinosaur's... Oh! It's going to get put in the dinosaur's mouth. There'll be a horrible scene, and you might want to close your eyes if you're going to suffer from nightmares, where it shakes it backwards and forwards. And you'd pretty much know that was going to happen. But what I would do is do the opposite. Can I have my baby back, please? Thank you. What I would do, rather than have the dinosaur eat the baby, what's the opposite? Baby's going to eat the dinosaur, right. Now, it's got to kill the dinosaur. How would a baby believably kill a dinosaur? Yes.
Get a monster truck and then mount scissors on the front.
Hold on. It's a 6-month-old baby, right? It can't even walk. Yes. It's a 6-month-old baby. It can't drive. It doesn't have a sword. It doesn't have a chainsaw. It's got something much more powerful and lethal than all of those things. Yes. No. Who would give a baby scissors to play with? Yes. Right, a dirty nappy. All it has to do is take its nappy off. The dinosaur is blown backwards by the stench. Many parents would know this feeling. Dazed and confused, it flies back. The baby then crawls up the back with its nappy pin and pokes it in the eyes, right? And we've blinded the dinosaur, we've stunned it with the smell. Now you can have the baby come around and do whatever it likes, right? So just bash it backwards and forwards. No, we're now ready to eat it. Instead of eating it though, I would surprise the reader again and think, what if the baby felt sorry for what it's done and gives it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, right? Or emergency heart massage. Whoops. The effort. Hey, oh. Now, don't throw babies' heads. If a baby's head falls off, you pick it up and give it quickly and carefully to the mother, and you say sorry, right? You don't just chuck a head across the room. Now, where were we? Oh, it was jumping on it. It was trying to give it emergency heart massage. But at that point, I often get distracted because writing is about playing. Telling stories is playing with ideas and characters. What if it looks like it's on a trampoline, right? So what if there's a third story for hiding here? Not the dinosaur eats the baby, not the baby eats the dinosaur, but the dinosaur adopts the baby, takes it home. Imagine what a great parent this would be. Trampoline built in, anytime. A potty built in. What else? The best slide in the world, goes flying off the back. Piggyback rides. It's even got one of those terrifying rides they have at big fun parks. This one's called the Catapult of Doom. Oh, sorry. If this was a ride at a fun park, you'd all be lining up. Even if it said it's so scary, your head will fall off. Now, okay, what's the opposite to the dinosaur adopting the baby?
But it's weird because
Baby adopts the dinosaur, right. This is where ideas come from. Just turn them around. Baby doesn't like this story much because it's got to carry this big lump around. Also doesn't like the trampoline bit. Finds that a little painful. Or the potty bit, yes, which I don't need to demonstrate. But I'm going to finish on a story that no one would expect, and the most beautiful story of all. They see each other on the street. Nobody attacks anyone. Nobody tries to eat anyone or adopt anyone. They lock eyes, and they fly slowly through the air towards each other. They kiss on the lips. They embrace. They get married and have children. What would the children look like? That's the question. We can find out. It's too easy with toys because you can remove that head and that one. And we can check out the Dino Child. See, isn't that a cool character? We can go the other way around. Doing a great job there, by the way, microphone stand.
Thank you.
Have you always wanted to be a microphone stand?
Well, I'm tall, so it's a possibility.
Yeah, I think you should keep studying. Or you could end up with this one. Looks strangely like some of the boys down the front here. I'm not pointing out any names. But that's where ideas and characters come from, is mucking around, blending them. You're inspired.
Actually, on that one, it's a book about things being put in blenders.
This young man is inspired to write a book about things being put in blenders. My work is done.